All right, everyone, welcome back to our Petit Cup, where our top four are semifinals, and we are, semifinals. We're going to get started here in just a moment. We have Ray holding out the #1 spot, and his challenger for this round is going to be Ben. So we're going to see how this match goes. Our chat's right over there right now, actually. Straight up.
There you go.
All right, you guys are live.
All right, cool, yeah. So this is kind of interesting because we both lost to these people.
Yep.
It's pretty chill.
Yeah.
So-
Can't stop them chocobos. I
Yeah,
even
no,
got
it's-
the Cecil EX, and I was like, oh wow, I got lucky.
Yeah.
And then Shiva, that I knew he had a name.
Yeah. No, it's a deck I like the actually that's a really good name. Cold turkey. But yeah, it's a deck idea I've been thinking about ever since Snow came out. I was just like, let's just play a bunch of forwards and just Snow, and it's really strong.
Yeah, back when we had the deck tech for Mystic Knight,
Mhm.
I was kind of having something like that going on. I had that and just because like Shiva seems really good, and the Chocobo standard unit engine just seems sweet. So I really like where this guy's deck's at. Speaking, let's see, let's look at the numbers here.
Yeah.
See, 3 snow, that makes sense. Only 2 of the Mog 13-2. Okay, I was thinking of XI for whatever reason. So, what did you like most about these 2 decks? Looking at them.
Oh, that's what feels bad.
Ooh.
Walker off Bengalua. Oh, Cypher, not bad.
That's good.
Getting damage in early, understandable. Mono Lightning, it's always been a good deck, always will be. The amount of tempo play in that deck is insane, and just Sid doesn't change what you want. Doesn't change that plan at all. Just like, oh, let me get 2 backups turn 1. I'm like, oh, yep. And most of the time a searcher, so they're still good on card advantage. What I like about what Ray is playing is, yeah, it's just it's a fun idea. It's a good deck. Don't get me wrong. It's just really, I like rushy decks. I won't lie, especially in a game when people are just trying to set up. It's just, I like to ruin people's days. It's fun.
Right.
It's like I'm gonna set up for my late game plan and just win, and it's just like, nah, not today.
No, not today.
Not
Yeah,
today.
I like to sit there and wait
Yeah.
and slowly get my opponent set up my backups. And I think that's what really set me back against this matchup, just because I wasn't establishing my forwards. I was just letting them take damage, and yeah.
A lot of
Chocobo.
problem with going against any kind of like ice, especially snow or anything, is the whole point is to make sure your opponent makes bad calls slash not as advantage plays. Playing the snow first as the first backup, that's just really spooky, especially for Mono Lightning. It doesn't really have a good way to activate stuff. It doesn't have a really good way to like get rid of it, so it's going to be really hard for him. Alua can only do so much, and he already lost the first one. So it's gonna
Yeah,
be
that was a
different.
good Chaos Walker, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, I was just like, oh, that feels bad. Man, this is what sucks. We were talking, and I was paying attention. It's coming. I'm sorry, stream. But I was wondering if you maybe had a bigger backup. Interesting. Talking with the Cypher. Is he gonna play? I'm assuming Black Mage. Ooh,
Okay.
yeah, that's good. That's good. Forcing the block. Get that out. Nice.
Yeah, I see that Ben had to discard his 1 copy of Exith early, so we'll see where that goes. I think it'll be helpful in the late game, but yeah, definitely an early game for seeing you're ditching out.
He's gonna play. Yep, that Chocobo.
Yep, probably get the Haste Chocobo here.
Yeah.
Forms a party, all the forwards in the party gain 3k.
Yeah, but for rushy decks, I've seen that forming parties is like, because when I was playing Ice Fire, most of the ways for me to just get over big forwards, like, oh, I'll just play a bunch of small things and party attack.
Yep.
And just like, it's good enough.
Yeah, and people don't really want to trade with that party attack. They either take the 1 or they risk for losing their big blocker.
Let's see, what will Ben do here?
And especially party attack and getting the double trigger off of Snow.
Oh yeah, no, that's crazy. It's the fact it says when a forward attack.
Yeah, like the no.
If it said like something like, I don't know, like when the attack happens or whatever, it's just like, yeah. Or if it had a little like S parentheses when forwards. But yeah, it's insane. Oh man, all those removes in hand. Ugh, it's gonna be a bit rough. 4-cost remove is not what you want to see against this matchup. I feel 3-cost is way more prevalent. 1-cost remove I don't think is gonna do him much. He has a Sid Purview in hand and a rig. The only problem is
No backups.
no backups. Very hard for the deck to play off that.
Yeah, like
He's probably thinking about. Yep, he's gonna play the Sid.
get the. Yep.
Yep, it's about best play I think he can make at this moment.
So he gets a Sarah in his hand.
Sarah.
No, he's ditching it.
For the Sid.
Yes.
Like I
Yeah.
said, okay.
Searching for more.
Standard unit.
Standard units. I wonder if he's gonna maybe slow down, get 7. Oh no, he's just
No,
gonna
he's
go
just
on.
gonna keep going.
Understandable. Yeah, no point in really establishing.
I don't know why
Actually,
it
yeah.
has the symbol. There aren't two clouds.
Still,
Understandable. Yeah. No point in slowing down. Gives him too much of an opportunity to like outsit something or anything like that. King of Bermucia.
Not bad. Do we know the other card in Ray's hand?
I did not. I think I saw. Let's see. So he ditched the Sarah, ditched the Stola, Sid Hayes. I don't think I was able to get a good glimpse of it. But yeah. Dealing. Yeah, I just get the damage in there early. Very difficult
Very
for
well. Okay.
Lightning to deal with this kind of ward. It's like it versus the Scion matchup. It's
Yeah.
very hard for them just because they're dull most of the time, so it's very hard. Was that a Zidane?
So it looked like he might Rama here, try to duel 1 and deal 7.
Yeah. See, he drew a Zidane Legend. This makes very aggressive with how it wants to play. I feel like.
Yep.
I found it. You know, what I was expecting about. I'm surprised he plays Zidane Legend instead of Zidane H, just because it seems like a more like quicker answer that you want.
Let's see, does he play Red Mage at all?
Well, he's running. I was talking to
Gotcha,
about
gotcha.
Ray. Yeah, Ray was running Zidane Legend, which I think is interesting instead of
The 3 drop so he can get rid of the removal and whatnot.
and it's a cheaper cost for the deck.
I
But
think it's because he plays that Chocobo that gives another guy haste when it enters.
oh yeah, no, that's understandable. Yeah. Two. Arc. +1. Yeah. Gonna buff up his Chocobos. Still in that magical 7k range for speaking
Yeah,
of which, yeah.
I think he drew 2 of that draw the other turn.
Yeah. Yeah, 7k to the Zidane. Ooh. Like I'm talking about when the age Zidane we've been like, I'll play this now. It's like, oh, I'm forced to play it now. It's like, yes, I'll ditch something else.
Yep. So
Yeah,
you get
but-
another card out of his hand.
But it's still a good card, don't get me wrong.
It's
I
like
just prefer
it's
Zidane. I would just prefer 3-cost Zidane.
Ewan, Estinian, Grandma.
Odin. I think that's a Zemus and
yeah,
another
that's
Odin.
it.
Oh man, too many big stuff. What would he want here? Let's see. He could try rushing back by playing Estinian. It allows him to also pressure his opponent also if he can clear board and just get some few swings with Estinian in each turn. I don't think Odin's going to be what he wants to hold on to here. Chain Type 4. Zemus. Interesting. Probably trying to get that Alula back so he can apply some pressure.
Yeah,
Or
because
some-
he has to deal with the Zemus now. And so either that or he lets it go through and tries to just push more through for more damage. That's what Ben wants, is for that Zemus to live so he can, like you said, get back that Idula.
He has access to Edia. I don't know. I forget if he ditched an Outsit or not, but he might have. That's also a target if
Yeah, that
Rick-
is a turn.
Ray decides to slow down here. But he drew an Adele, so I don't think that's a plan in the future. But Chocobo's gonna have a hard time trying to get through that Zemus alone. Just kidding. No, he won't, because he has his buddy behind him.
He's got that Snow.
Yeah, so strong. Such a strong backup. Like, out of all the Opus 7 cards, Dad and Yuri are what I consider the most strongest cards out of that entire set. I am not joking.
Yep, that's for sure. I lost to Yuri, I think it's either third or fourth round against Josh, because I just wasn't able to get rid of it. He had a Maria out, making his Yuri 9000. Really hard to get rid of it with Phoenix if I didn't have a character. He also had an Arc, making it 10,000 there. So, yeah, here's a card.
Yep. Here's targeting the bill. Oh, man. Lulu. Chocobo. Oh, he has a Shiva in hand. That might have been a card to cap. Nichimate's Shiva. Oh, no. He's
Okay.
Chill. Yeah, no, that's strong. That's real strong. Oh, man. If he can possibly clear board here somehow. Oh. If he can possibly clear board here somehow. I don't think there's a really good way to do it, though. But he might have to hard cast a bunch of removes to clear the board, just so he can get some pressure off of him and maybe stabilize. But even then, there's still a lot of cards in Mr. Rage House deck.
I don't think Alice does anything here either, because they're both dual, and I don't believe he has another target in hand anyway.
He has Ewan, but again, yeah, they're both dull. Again, one of the problems for Mono Lightning. It's weird. It's like Mono Lightning still has a lot of good matchups, but it's just like sometimes, I guess it has a lot of even matchups, if you get what I mean. Kind of like, it can deal with Rush, but if Rush is like haste rushy, it's kind of hard for them to deal with. But if it's just like playing a bunch of 4, they're like, oh, I can just ping each thing pretty quickly. But,
yeah, especially if they deal with the Illua early, like the King House did.
yeah, that Chaos just might cost Ben this entire game, possibly. But again, he couldn't see it coming, so. Oh, he drew a Chocobo. Dracos gives something haste. This can get a little spooky. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. It's gonna be a very rough game for Ben to come out of. Honestly, I don't think. Oh, yeah, no.
Ooh, I see.
So he's gonna search for something. He's probably gonna ditch it, play the other Chocobo, give that Chocobo Night haste, and just swing for game. Or heck, he can just, yeah, no, he already has game on board. But,
yeah, he's just gonna keep going.
Securing it with playing another Chocobo just gets an Odin.
Yeah, because they can. Oh yeah, and Stidian can only activate his ability on his opponent's turn, or on their own turn, right?
Yeah. So yeah, it's really difficult for Stidian is not supposed to block things. He's supposed to be the aggressor, which makes it really hard for Ben.
Yeah, because he just swings in with the Chocobo and taps down the Stidian, and what's that? Yeah.
Yep. This should be game. Oh, actually, no, he has remove. Yeah. He's fine. He can still do some stuff. Assuming the Adele. Because he wants to make sure that Adele can't be like. Because it doesn't matter if he plays more Chocobos, because I think he should be able to deal with them. Especially, oh man, if he still has an asset, he might be able to actually come out of this. It's going to be a rough one, though.
Yeah, if he gets that EX burst, that'll definitely help.
Yep, smart. If he gets Odin, still a shot. Nope. Yep.
No, you do.
6-1 damage. Or 7. Yeah, 7 damage, yeah. Excuse me.
Let's see.
I'm trying to think of, like, he might want to try playing, if he does draw Zaps, he might just want to play it just, like, straight up early. Yeah, Chaos Walker, when you don't really care what forwards they have.
Yep.
It's a really good card. I was hoping he was going to cast it on me on one game just so I can play Nidhogg for my hand for free.
Right.
You know, just like, oh, let's go!
That's always gross.
Yeah, but that is not the case. Yeah, I think his best plan is she needs to probably drop like Illua, Zap, his cheaper stuff, just to straight up just play. And then if he can get to his Yuri, that would be really nice, but he might need to hold on to those ideas until he gets like 3 backups.
Yep.
4 for more appropriate plays still.
And hopefully the AXs go his way as well. He seemed to draw most of them.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, oh, this is going to be a rough one.
Yeah, this Chocobo list is pretty sweet here. Lots of good solid removal. Solid creatures. Looks like it's very streamlined. He has a in fact plan that he's going for. Rush him as soon as possible. Get your snow set up here.
Yeah.
Very synergistic.
I like
Really
I like the one Solera. It's good when you need a just if they're like it's good on the comeback play.
Like if your opponent goes wide and they're expecting to swing back, it's like Solera.
Yeah, everything in this looks pretty well done. Mion is an interesting one.
Yeah, I think Shiva is definitely a card that I thought would see a lot more play in this meta, and not a lot of people were playing Ice, and it's good to see him playing Shiva because that card's just. So yeah, Shiva is just really good.
Ditching both ideas, understandable. They're not really the greatest thing early game, but that means he's probably going to need like a Zemus later. But he has Cita Clan Goalie and a Ramu in hand, ready for some plays to counteract. I see an Arc. I think I see a Fat Chocobo. Ray, lower your hand so I can see what you're playing, dude. Yeah, dropping the Zap early on is really good. Lets him be a little bit aggressive, lets him get the removes he needs. Sadly, I think, what's he been running? Oh no, he's running 3 of each remove. Okay, that's good. Yeah. So he should have 3 copies of the 3 cost. That's going to be a very strong playmaker for him. Or if anything, his best defense card. Man, it's been a wild day, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Glad I could make top 8 at least. Represent.
Yeah, but it's been a fun day. It's an honor to be chosen for a Petit Cup out here in good old Oregon.
Yeah, it's such an honor. It's been a lot of fun. Looking forward to that Water Cup in May?
I believe so, yes.
May, cool.
And then that will be on like the cusp of just the release of just a month after Opus 8 or 2. Yeah, so it's going to be a very interesting meta. Oh, Genesis right off the bat.
Yeah, hope to shake it up a little bit.
I wonder if Ben's going to wait here for just so he can play his Ramu, or if he's just going to play the Cita Clan Goalie. They're both
probably going to play the Sid so he can stay at 4. Oh, okay. Just passing. I think he's keeping up the Rama.
Yeah, he's going to keep up the Ramu.
So
hopefully his opponent plays, hopefully Rai Chow plays Chocobo. If he does.
He can just Dole, deal 7. Seems good.
I'm surprised he's also running Genesis instead of like, I'm surprised he's running Genesis over time range, honestly.
I think it's just for the discard effect, so he can, since he kind of dishes a lot of cards sometimes when he goes into that really aggressive start, it at least makes it so his opponent has to deal with the Genesis and not his Chocobos on the field. Because they don't want to lose card advantage and take damage.
Yeah, it's just I feel like in Rusher decks just having to access 2 time age, because when he runs the Sid Haze, he can search for it.
That's
and then 2, 3 cost over 4 cost. There's so many times when you already have the 1 backup anyways, and you're just like, I don't want to like, you just only need to ditch 1 card, and then instead of like, oh, I need to ditch 2 still. And it's like,
That's fair.
Yeah. It depends on what you want. I've been enjoying Time Mage and Ice Fire recently, as people might have told from Thursday.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's see. Ooh, a Black Mage? Is that? Oh no, that's X Stuff. Yeah, and is that Louis Swell? Ooh, Louis Swell.
Sid and a Yuri, it looks like.
Oh man, this is a rough one. Depends on like ditching the Louis Swell. I would have ditched X Stuff in that situation. I think he needs cheaper backups. He shouldn't be trying to get like ridiculous value off the X Stuff. I think at this moment.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah.
Like, that makes sense.
Feels a bit greedy. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for.
I think he just wanted to keep it for, greedy like gameplays.
I mean, if you can get an Eddie off of it. No, he can't.
Oh my goodness.
But that's really good for him. Yeah, he gets to decide. Yeah. Zap is tap, sir.
Your Zapdos still tap to what to attack.
Yep. And Interesting.
Yeah, because he actually just added an Illo to him.
Yeah, I would
So-
not do that. Yeah.
Okay, good.
But I would respect. I still respect Raid Shot, but if he did, I'd be like, that man's got some guts.
Yeah, because he gets the Rama search and an Illo,
Yeah.
so he still has the same amount of cards in hand.
Yeah.
And
If
a
it did
forward
happen,
still,
yeah, I'd give. But yeah, no, it'd be way too advantage of a state for Ben. He would get a remove. He would get. Honestly, I would have played Yuri on board like instantly. He would have been insane.
Yeah, because they give you card advantage and fork out, 4K.
Yeah,
4K.
4K, just 4K.
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 The arc is relevant though, because
Yes.
that someone brings them past
A certain threshold,
4K, yeah. Like the Haste Chocobos are 4K, they go to 5.
Yeah.
But you're playing Lightning, and it looks like he is playing the 1/1 drop Rama, so
Yeah.
that's something he could do as well.
I like that one drop on.
Especially Zap.
Oh, with Zap? Yeah, no, you threaten 11Ks a lot of the time. And a lot of people are just like, yeah, sure, I'll take it. It's like, yep. Honestly, I thought it'd be a lot later, but you know, it's actually not too bad. 7:35.
doing good.
Yeah, it's not
That's one of the good things about 30-minute rounds is that it goes by really fast.
yeah.
You know, 45 minutes would be nice, but still, it's nice that we get to fit in all these extra rounds with the 30 minutes.
Mhm.
I get it because it's like best of one,
Let's see.
but you know, it's hour rounds here in the or 70 minutes, sorry, in the top cut here.
I'm assuming he'll probably play Snow, depending on what Ben plays here next turn. Though he did ditch card a bot. I forget if he has an ice card in hand, but it'd be an interesting play to Snow for sure.
Yeah. What's funny is like Ray was my. I lost to him in Seattle in my last round, so I know him very well. So he's now 2-0 against me. So hopefully in the Crystal Cup, coming in May, I'll have my chance at redemption. So it's like he's just on a defensive, trying to stabilize.
See, he didn't have like anything to play there. I was thinking, yeah, if he kept the loose hole, he could have searched for his alpha node. He didn't need to play it like alpha right away, or searched an alpha node and just like decked in, get some better answers, and he would still have a mana up for the Ramu play. So that's the problem with keeping the X stuff, I feel. Tapping 2. Think it's coming down. Yep.
Here it is.
Well, but he has the
Still,
remove.
baby.
I'm also very surprised he didn't even decide to drop the Aluo. Like, I don't know. Unless he's expecting to deal 1k damage or something, but I highly doubt it. That's smart.
Because the
Chocobo
buff
Knight
and whatnot.
can dole itself if need be for playing something.
That's true. That's true.
Draw 2. Ooh, Cypher. That's a nice small body. I probably. I think at this point you just play forwards. Just gotta play forwards.
Yeah, you gotta get it.
You gotta go wide as well.
Because if he attacks with Snow, one guy at the moment, you still have another blocker.
Well, playing to Yuri. Yep. I see. Yes, he wants to. No punish. Okay. Really? I would have activated Yuri's effector instantly. Because now.
Because now you can just play a Chocobo for free.
Yeah.
You could be wanting to draw a card and try to get ahead in card advantage.
Yes, but I think in this matchup you don't want card advantage. You want to put your opponent at a disadvantage for Emperor. Oh, yeah.
Oh.
That's going to hurt. Yep. And Yuri's weakness comes down. Oh man. Let's see. I think this is going to be a rough one.
Yep.
Odin. Lulu's not bad, but again, it's not really providing much either. Actually, he can still do some stuff. He can pressure with the zap still, because it forces him not to block his Emperor, because he obviously doesn't want the Yuri to go off.
Right. Yeah.
And then he could try. Let's see. He could play the Lulu. And yeah, I'd still swing with. At this point, you might just need to swing with both stuff. It's kind of rough because like sometimes beating the aggressive deck is just fighting back because they don't expect it. 7. Oh.
Oh, okay, he really wants that gone.
Yeah. Interesting. Very interesting. Louis saw, man. He would have had to backups and had to ditch as much cards.
And wouldn't have to duel Yuri either.
I'm surprised he didn't swing off that.
I think he just wants to
Try to block.
yeah.
Yeah, but at that point, it's kind of like,
Yeah,
well, if I don't be aggressive at this point, I'm gonna just lose, because Ray will now be the one in, like with the card advantage and all that, and you do not want your see, yeah, it's gonna get thrown frozen anyway, and then yeah, Chocobo and Haze. Oh, this is not good. Cypher.
Is the Genesis Sigurd still on the stack?
No, damage happens first.
Okay.
So like if you Twilight Odin and then they get like Leviathan EX or something, Twilight Odin's effect goes on the stack afterwards, I think. Thinking actually. Hold up. Yeah. Cause no, yeah, no, it happened before the EX, I think.
Okay.
Pretty sure.
That happens after.
I don't know, it's like a weird ruling I've seen with
You get to keep the card you get off of it. Okay.
Oh, I keep the card?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
yeah, it's a weird one.
Yeah, EX bursts can be tricky sometimes.
Yeah. He has a remove Odin and Yedea in hand. But no backups.
Yeah, I don't see any.
Yeah, Louis is coming back to haunt this man. I'm saying that now.
Yeah, did he discard the Exeth yet?
He already did for the Odin play. That's
That's
the
right.
problem. That's what I was saying, man. You gotta get that Louis Hall. Even if it just, at worst, it's a 1-mana backup.
Yeah, I think it's definitely important for him to start setting up the backups, especially Mono Lightning.
Yeah,
Because 3 for Yuri is important.
indeed. 3 for Yuri, 3 for his if he still wanted to go for the Odin play, he would have 3 for his Edia. Oh no, yeah, I honestly think it's over from here. Oh yeah, no, he's just gonna punch him in. There's also times I think Ben could have been a bit more aggressive, because at this point, when you're against any snow deck, at that point you might as well just swing in for the damage,
Yeah.
because you won't be able to block whatsoever.
Because you try to outpace your opponent in that setup.
Oh, not bad. But again, he's still in a bad state, yeah. No. Oh. Still no.
Oh, EX, but I don't think.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
He has enough hasters.
Good game.
Yeah. This was a very fun conference.
All right.
Let's see,
And that's going to do it for top 4 on this side. We have our other set of players still playing. But we will be right back. We're going to cut the stream right now. We'll be right back with our finals here in just a moment. So look for us to go live again. We'll see you then.
Dang, you talked.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
I mean,